Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Wallet Wisdom, a podcast presented by Lake Michigan Credit Union. If you're new to the podcast or have been listening for a while now, Wallet Wisdom is designed around breaking down the ins and outs of financial aspects, as well as help bring answers to some of banking's more confusing or complex questions. I'm one of your hosts, Brett, sharing the mic. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
We're back at the table, so I'm always good.
I know, right? And it's just like, I know every episode we start and talk about the weather, and it seems so cliche, but it's
when you live
finally
in Michigan, it's a big component to life.
It is, and the sun is fully out. The trees have all become, relieved and relieved.
That does give us relief when they are relieved.
It's like
great. Though my allergies in the month of May try to kill me. So until it's June, I'm not outside.
It's true. And it's hard because now, the unfortunate thing about in Michigan too is we'll have many of us Michiganders, for listeners, will complain when it's very cold and wish that it was hot.
Yep.
And when it gets hot, we wish that it was cool.
Then we really whine.
So really, I think we could all just be Goldilocks, in Michigan.
Daily. Hourly, perhaps.
That's right.
Who knows?
Why can't it just be a nice, cool, 72?
I'm just glad it's not snowing, because I do remember some Memorial weekends where it's snowing.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So.
Well, now that you've jinxed us. No, I'm just kidding.
Hopefully not. But I'm super excited today for other reasons as well.
Absolutely. Well,
one of my very favorite people is on today, so I am so excited.
Well, who better to introduce her than you?
Absolutely. We have Erin Burdick-Bloom, our home equities director here at LMCU, with us on the mic.
Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yes. So we are excited because, as you can tell from her title, Home Equities, we're going to talk a little bit about home equity loans today.
That's right.
And no better than the director of them all to talk to us about it. So first off, I think we should introduce what is a home equity loan, because that is kind of a big thing to narrow down. So what is home equity loan?
So our products will utilize the equity you have either between your first mortgage and what is left of the value, or if you don't have a first mortgage, whatever the value of the home is up to 80%.
Okay, and so they'll use this like CLTV acronym, right? What does that mean?
That's your overall either collective first mortgage plus what you're requesting for your second, or if you don't have a first and it's just going to be our home equity product, whatever that clear loan to value is or collective loan to value is.
Okay. And I know for listeners too, we were kind of talking about that on our last couple podcasts about, what's that debt to income ratio? What's those loan amounts? Mm-hmm. What are those kind of numbers looking like? Because again, all that can take into effect your home's equity and what you can get from this, right?
Correct.
See, and one of the things that I've heard a lot, and I don't know if listeners have as well, is, I've heard of a HELOC, and then there's like a fixed rate, and then there's this, and I know we just got done talking about all the different mortgage types out there, and so help me understand, because I'm missing it.
We like acronyms in the home equities world, so.
That's right.
We speak our own language.
That's right.
So my team currently offers 3 different products. HELOC, which is revolving or reusable. So using round numbers, if you take out a $50,000 HELOC, you can reuse, repay, reuse again. So if you want to put a pool in, you take $25,000 off of it, pay it back down, you can reuse it again. It's on a 10-year draw period. So at the end of the 10 years, 2 options. We will either take whatever balance you have outstanding, put it into a fixed term for you to pay it off, or you can renew it to a new HELOC with a new 10-year draw period.
That's amazing.
So then when you say fixed, what's the difference with the line of credit, the HELOC, and the fixed then?
So we have 2 fixed products. Our general fixed home equity loan, termed up to a 15-year term, so 5-year to 15-year term, fixed repayment option. A lot of people don't like to have different payments each month, which a HELOC will have depending on what you've drawn off of it.
Similar to like a credit card.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Sure. Just collateralized. The second fixed home equities has that set fixed monthly payment. Your end date. Payments don't change on you. We also offer what we call a finish line. So our finish line product requires to be first lien, so you can't have a first mortgage out there. So we either have to pay that off or there isn't one when we start. That one has a 12-year max term on it.
Okay.
But we have no upfront closing costs on that.
Interesting.
Yep. So that's a great option for our people that are very close to paying off their mortgage somewhere else, and they would like to put it with us.
Yeah.
That's why they come to Finish
Yeah.
and go over that finish line of their mortgage payments with LMCU at a lower term
And
without
it's
closing costs.
An incredible product. I mean, so part of one of my roles here at the credit union is also to help produce commercials and meet some of our members. And lately, we've been doing a lot of these kind of member stories where we're really talking with real members. And one of the couples that we kind of interviewed, they had used the Finish Line product. And I mean, they spoke so highly of how much of the weight was off of their shoulders, knowing they could get their mortgage paid off so much faster. Because really, again, for listeners, when we think about it, the longer you have to pay on that interest is still there. You're paying extra that you could be putting, right into that principal.
Exactly.
Pay that off as fast as possible. So really cool product.
Yeah, and it's great for people that want to come bring that last bit of banking over to LMCU.
Yeah.
A lot of people use this for a lot, but they think, I can't refinance that mortgage because it's going to cost forever.
They don't want to
with
pay
all the
that
closing
upfront.
costs.
Yep.
Right.
They don't want to pay
It's
those
not
upfront
worth it
costs.
for me. So it's perfect for all of you out there that are listening that would like to move that on over to LMCU.
Right. Well, and so I know that with our home equity lines of credit and things like that, traditionally I hear, and even myself, it's, actually 'tis the season right now of home, getting out in the yard, you're gardening, maybe you're putting in a pool or even a patio.
Deck, yeah.
Home equity line of credit like that seems like, that must be for home purchases and things like that, or home repairs. But is that all that you can do with a home equity line of credit, or what else, I guess, could you do with that money?
Limitless. So,
Limitless.
yeah.
Wow.
We have members that will use it for debt consolidation. So if you have high rate credit cards or unsecured term loans that you'd like to consolidate to one payment, we have members that will pay off student loan debt if rates
wedding
are better.
season.
Oh my gosh, that's a great point. Yeah.
Collateralize your wedding.
Good
That's
luck
a
guessing
great
what
thing.
that'll cost.
Right, exactly. That's where that line of credit comes in handy.
Right.
Correct, because whatever we estimate nowadays, it's going to be more.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what these are fantastic for, because if in your mind you have it's going to be $25,000, it'll end up being $40,000. So pre-planned, you have it available. Rates are generally better than credit cards. And again, all with LMCU.
Yeah.
And that's another good point too. So some of the perks of a line of credit versus the fixed is, I don't need to know how much I'm going to need if I do that line of credit, because I'm going to go big and go way beyond what I hope to spend. And then I can just take it out incrementally.
Because if you don't use it, it doesn't cost you anything.
Exactly. But with the
Yeah.
fixed, we have to take it all out at once.
At one.
So if you've been quoted, you're going to get a new deck and it's $50,000 and you've got that, you can take it all out at once and pay them. But the line of credit is great to do kind of installment payments
Well,
too.
and a lot of times we forget, we have cards that come with our HELOC too. So if somebody
Really?
needs to be able to utilize
checks.
Yep, we have
Those
alternate
still
ways
exist.
to
Did you
utilize
know
it. Yes.
people still
What
write
is
checks?
this archaic thing?
Yeah.
That check.
Paper, weird.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Very special piece
So what
of
it
paper.
sounds like to me is that fixed kind of home equity is kind of like saying, I need a loan for something, and then I'm going to pay it off traditionally like a loan. But that home equity line of credit is almost, again, using your equity as bankrolling your own personal line of credit.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
but again, with that, and there's still interest rates that go into that. So that is, but traditionally cheaper than most credit cards that are out there.
Absolutely.
Anytime you put a collateral on there, we at least have something to go back on. So
That's
we're
right.
willing to stick our necks out a little bit further.
That's such a
which
good
is
point.
great. And that's the other thing I don't think we've hit on necessarily is that, the HELOC is a variable rate, right? So it's
Correct.
going to move anytime prime moves. And then our fixed is fixed. So that's something just to make sure we nail home. But we are also kind of glossing over this word equity.
Yeah.
So we need to have equity in our home, and we always sweat equity, right? That's something. But what is needed in terms of equity in order to get one of these loans?
So we generally encourage members, there's a few free resources before you would even come to us to try to see where an estimated value would be. Zillow's a good option. If you look at your state equalized value and double it through your tax bill, if you do start an application with us, we do have an option to run a free evaluation on the home which uses statistical data to come up with a value on the house. Free service. If that doesn't utilize the equity you need, we do have appraisal or evaluation options to move to from there.
Okay.
And it's hard to put a number on some of that. I know personally, having written some of these loans, like looking at them, people are like, well, that's not what my house is worth, because we tend to put emotion and feeling and things like that in. So I think it definitely is a great idea to go to these free resources and kind of prep yourself a little bit.
Right.
Because you don't want your balloon deflated a little bit.
And I think it's hard too for so many. We saw, 2.5 years of just a huge swing in the mortgage industry. Home prices were higher than ever. Interest rates were lower than ever.
It was a wild ride.
But let's be, if we're really honest, and I think hopefully listeners, if you're hearing this, you can relate a little. But that's the exception. Unfortunately, we wish that could be it all the time. Because whoa, what a crazy time to have a home and selling and all the rest. But it was a small blip. And, the environment is shifting and it is changing. So that does mean that our expectations have to also kind of shift with that. It does stink when it's like, but wait a minute, 2 years ago, they were saying my house was worth $50,000 more than it is today. Well,
right.
Unfortunately, that's such, I guess the byproduct of the big swing,
Pendulum swinging back.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's the thing. If we took a minute just to look back, it's not uncommon. We've seen it over and over and over again, and it's going to get better, and it's going to get bad again, and it's going to get better.
Oh, yeah.
But current trends, what are we seeing?
Right now, we're seeing values coming down a little bit.
Sure.
And when I say coming down, they're leveling out.
That's a great way to put it, 'cause
astronomical.
they went
Yes.
rocket.
You're
to
seeing
the
these houses, you're
stars.
like, 400,000. It's like 1,200 square feet. What is going on?
Right.
Like,
A lot that plays into that, though, is not a lot of homes in the market. There's not a lot for sale right now.
Inventory-wise.
Yeah, inventory's down, build costs are up. That's going to play into it. And when people need to move, they were paying more than asking price for these homes, which played into the values increasing in neighborhoods or markets. And again, that's leveling back out again. So what your home may have been worth even 90 days ago could have already changed.
Yeah.
and I think we're really good about not asking questions when things are going good. Like, oh, why are they going good? But as soon as they start to not feel good, we're like, why?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Well, that's because they were astronomical first.
That's
Now
right.
we're just coming back down.
And no one's fault. It's leveling back out.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's exactly. And it's natural, right? It's there, like you said, Lo. If you look at our history over, the span of decades, there are ebbs and flows. We see that. And I think what we all crave is a bit of just a balanced, neutral kind of expectation.
We like
that we
normal.
can all kind of, yeah.
What is normal, though?
I
Do we
know.
really even know what that is?
It's been 3
It's
years and
comfortable, and
normal
so that's a
feels
relative
different.
term.
Yes.
I don't know. I know. It's
Yeah,
wild.
That's for sure. So I guess what can listeners start to do now if they're kind of looking at saying, hey, maybe this is something that we should look into. Who can they reach out to? What kind of information could they do? I know that you mentioned the free resources that there are out there for that. But yeah, how can people connect with us?
So first would be if you utilize one of our branches, go in and see one of the team members at the desk.
We
and
always
have
love that.
Yeah, have them walk you through it. We have phenomenal phone reps that can take an application from you over the phone. You can even start an application and get the ball rolling right through our website also.
There we go. See, we make
Super
it really
simple.
easy.
Yeah.
Super easy.
And this is one of the only home loans that we can do in branch. So it's pretty great that we can start the application, and then we work very closely with Erin's team from the branches to get that ball rolling, which is great.
Yeah.
So people that are out there looking down and saying, I might have some debt to consolidate or have a kid going to college. This is a great alternative to a student loan, right? Is there a top 3 tip when you're thinking about a home equity, just to make sure you got your ducks in a row?
So first would be when you come in to sit down and talk, have an estimate of what you're thinking dollar amount wise. And again, there's nothing wrong if you're doing a HELOC with utilizing all of the equity that is there, because if you don't borrow against it, you're not paying against it.
Yep.
Sure.
2 would be have paperwork with you. Generally, we're going to look for property tax bills. If you have a first mortgage statement, that out. The more prepared you are for it, the quicker the process will be.
Home insurance.
Homeowners insurance. Yes. And if we're consolidating, an idea of what you want to consolidate.
Statements would be great
Sure.
too. Right?
Yeah.
Come in with your statements.
Just a
of
general
what,
idea. And our branch team is phenomenal. They'll walk you through the process,
send you
answer
home
your
with
questions.
a checklist if need
Yep.
be.
That's right. That's right. And like we've heard from many others as well, they'll even sit down and look through. You may have a plan of what you want to attack. Let's say for debt consolidation, they may be able to look at it and say, hey, there's some expert advice here that we could give you to say, have you looked at attacking it this way or that way? There's some past episodes that we've done as well where we talked about snowball and avalanche debt consolidation. In fact, with Joe, he was on, and so these are these kinds of tools that are out there that our experts are going to help point listeners to that and be that
We're here
coach.
to help you.
Yeah, yeah.
Come talk to us.
And I think that's so hard for sometimes people to really wrap their heads around, because I think for so long, even when I was growing up, you think, well, the bank is where my money goes and they want my money, right? But the thing is, that's what makes us so uniquely different, is being a credit union owned by our members. And we really do mean it. Like
You're a boss.
Right. We want to make
We work for
guys-
you.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. And we are not afraid. We're empowered, in fact, to say, I really don't think this is going to be a great option for you right now, but let's get you to a place where it's going to be.
But here's how you can get there, right? So many places are like, this isn't going to work, and bye. And they don't ever take the time. But again, that's what really sets us so much apart, I think, from our competition. So I guess the last thing too, and maybe we touched on it already a little bit, but I'm just kind of curious, if I am kind of on the fence and I'm not sure if a home equity line of credit, or if I even, how much money do I even have that I'm eligible for? What is kind of the amount that you might need? I know you mentioned, take as much of that if you're doing a home equity line of credit, because if you're not using it, you're not paying on it, which is very wise. How much money, though, should I be thinking? Like, if I
How
only
much
got
equity, you mean?
Yeah, like 10
Yeah.
grand of equity I still have, or I only have 5 grand of equity. Like, what is that?
We're going to talk
amount?
percentages, typically, not amounts. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I know, that's a
Well,
good
our-
point. That's a
our-
good point. Yeah.
Our minimum amount is $5,000
Sure.
to write any of our home equity products.
Sure.
Again, it's going to depend on what the value of that home comes in at. And if you're doing a fixed option, when you were talking about qualification ratios and income ratios, we require our members to stay within a certain amount of their income that will allow them to borrow up to, because we don't want to put them in a bad situation payment-wise.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of variables, and if you're looking at debt consolidation also, our team will sit down and dissect each one that we're paying off to make sure we're actually getting you a better interest rate and we're putting you in a better payment position.
That's so cool.
I've
There's a lot
seen
of
plenty where
variables.
we're looking at it and we're like, you know what? You're actually much better where you're at.
Yeah.
Don't pay
It's
it
not
off.
us, but
Yeah.
don't pay that off.
Right.
Just keep going how you're going,
That's
because
right.
it's not going to be a better option. And that's just so cool that we're allowed to do that, we're
right.
encouraged to do that for our members.
That is so true. That
Yeah.
is so true.
And so you heard it straight from the director's mouth.
That's right.
I was going to
That's
say
right.
horses, but you own horses. You are not a horse.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Thanks for acknowledging that,
Yes,
Lo.
I just wanted to make sure that we made that clear. But yeah, so we heard it straight from the director's mouth that this is a great thing, and the first thing you need to do is just talk. So
That's right.
come on in, ask some questions, and get a good idea of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Have a good idea of what your home's worth before
Well,
you.
just like our last couple episodes on mortgage, again, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to how you deal with your finances.
Yep.
And that's why talking to us helps us to uniquely, shape the approach of how we're going to help you with your financial needs.
You're unique, so we're going to treat you unique.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, I'll tell you, it has been very eye-opening and very helpful for us, I think, and for listeners to understand, like, where can I start? What's this home equity line of credit all about? And this sounds really cool. So I hope for listeners that you do tune in to our episodes. Check out other past episodes as well. But again, get in touch with somebody here at LMCU. Erin's team would love to connect with you and help you find your way to maybe that new pool, or maybe pay off your graduation.
Or wedding bells.
Or wedding bells, right?
Got to get those bubbles, man.
That's right. That's right. Well, Erin, You can't go quite yet.
No.
Okay. Because we have I don't know. It's become a favorite of ours, at least. I don't know about our guests.
Favorite is a very generous term.
Well,
it's an experience.
It's an experience. That's right. And that is the Are You Smarter Than the Show trivia. So we will have 3 questions. It'll be the best out of 3. If it happens to come down that we're tied at that point, we will have a tiebreaker question. But we will buzz in with our names. So I will say Brett, and you will say Erin.
Okay. Did you know?
Yeah.
Erin.
Just to
Erin,
confirm.
Just to make sure.
Making sure. No.
Okay.
But we've got $50 on the line today for one of our nonprofits, and so today, if you win, that $50 will go to the nonprofit. If by chance I happen to pull it out of a hat today and win, that money just would get banked into for next podcast.
Okay.
So, yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm
I
not
get
sure.
to host this part, so
man.
you're in the hot seat.
Are
you feeling the sizzle?
I'm feeling the sizzle now.
That always does kind of set the mood a little bit.
Right.
So again, best 2 out of 3 or a tiebreaker if need be.
Okay.
And buzzing in with your name. I've got some kind of random ones, and I'm a little excited about
All
these.
right.
Because I didn't know the ansers, so we'll see.
Not sure if that
you're
makes me
smarter
nervous
than
or
I.
not.
I know. It's always a toss-up.
The first one I'll start with is more like a riddle, and I love riddles, so we'll see. What can be broken but never held?
Oh boy. Brett. Mm-hmm. My heart.
Oh.
You can't break it.
Have you ever? you can't.
You can.
But you can hold it.
Oh.
Have you ever met a cardiac surgeon?
Oh, snap.
That's a shout out to you, Dad. He's not a cardiac surgeon. He's just had a lot in his chest.
I don't know.
Erin, you have a chance to steal this.
I know.
It's not a heart.
Just in case I was wondering. It's not.
So what can be broken
Now my heart
but
is broken.
never held? I'm sorry, but I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
I literally got nothing.
All
That
right.
was a stumper.
It is a stumper.
Yeah.
It is a promise.
Oh.
I'm thinking something tangible that can be.
Yeah.
Right? Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it can't be held.
Fair
therefore
enough.
It's not tangible.
There you go.
That was clever. I liked it.
All right. So let's move on to another one. What is measured in Mickey's? It has nothing to do with Disney. I'm just gonna go ahead and put
that's
that
a
out
good
there.
hint, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I need to point you off that track.
I've heard this term, and I cannot recall though where
I
in
am
relation.
very confident in saying that you both interacted with one of these today.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna need to know what your Google search was when we're done with this.
Random trivia.
I was like,
I will
There
be
you go, folks.
transparent
It's
with
as
that.
easy as that. I love it.
a keyboard? What is a keyboard?
That
Erin?
is. Ding ding.
But
What?
it's not Jeopardy
keyboard?
rules. You don't have to actually answer the question.
You are headed in the right direction. However, that is incorrect.
Brett.
Beatboxing for us.
Mouse clicks.
Yeah, computer mouse.
What?
Measured, the speed is measured in Mickey's.
Oh, there you go. I got lucky. That's all I got to say. I just faced
You're welcome for the segue.
I know, right? The keyboard got me.
So we are 1-0.
When she's like interacted with, I'm again thinking like human interaction.
right, like what?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, okay. No pressure, Erin. Okay.
But you might
gotta
win
get
this one, huh?
You got to get this right to go into overtime.
Okay.
So, without further ado.
Okay. Outside of its home, in the home city, the St. Louis Bread Company is more popularly known as what chain restaurant? Outside of its home city, St. Louis Bread Company is more popularly known as what chain restaurant?
Well, she picked good ones because we both are quite stumped.
Yeah, I was like,
I had good faith in
Franchise,
you.
you
It's a
said.
franchise company, restaurant company.
Brett. Mm-hmm. And you said Louisiana.
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
St. Louis.
I mean, it had a L.
Really close. St. Louis.
Sorry for all my St. Louis listeners over there in Louisville.
That's Kentucky.
Power in Kentucky. Well, there went my whole idea. I don't know. I'm going to say Sara Lee.
No, unfortunately,
No.
Sara Lee does not have restaurants. But that's okay.
No, you're right. I went to Bread Company. I
Bread
realized that
Company.
You are, yeah. Well, the good news, I gave you nothing.
Yeah, at least I gave you a segue. Panera? Shut up.
What?
Yes, it is
No
Panera.
way.
That was literally a shot in the dark.
It's been a while since we've had a tiebreaker question.
This
I
is
am so
good.
proud.
1-1.
Okay.
I feel like I have to go order lunch now.
I know, right?
All right. Found on many types of sushi. Any of you sushi fans?
I do like sushi.
Nori is the Japanese name for the edible species in the red algae genus Pyropia. Don't come after me, science people. I probably said that wrong. Frequently used in the form of dried sheets, what is the English term for this edible ingredient?
Brett.
Erin,
Oh, yes, Mr. Brett.
you were louder, go. You were louder. I literally went. You got excited, so you better know this.
What is it, Mr. Brett?
I'm going to say seaweed.
You would be correct for the win.
Good job.
And like we said, there are no losers here. All that means is the next
Carries
person
over for the next
plays
one.
for a bigger
I love
prize.
it.
So
It's all for a good cause.
we can't thank you enough for being here today. And I think she's secured herself a seat
Oh,
again.
easily.
Yeah.
Easily. I think we'll be having you on again for sure. And we've got so much more to cover because there's so many awesome things happening that your team does. So thank you for what you do for LMC
Very
and our
welcome.
members.
Very welcome.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks,
Indeed.
guys.
Well, again, listeners, if you're looking to get in information regarding all of these great things that we do offer here at LMCU, from our home equity line of credit to our mortgages to just about anything you can imagine, we pretty much have it.
We can do it. Even suckers. Like
That's
you can
right.
come into the branch and get a sucker. You can
That's
get a piggy bank. What else do we have? Coffee mugs sometimes.
Yeah,
Like
fresh coffee at all of our
fresh
branches.
coffee all the time. It's pretty tasty.
Oh, there you go. Well, if you're not looking to pick up any coffee from one of our branches and you're just enjoying it in your car, you can also subscribe to us. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Facebook?
On Facebook and Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah, we're on Twitter and LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. YouTube.
And then, of course, you're probably listening to this on, I don't know, maybe it's Apple Music.
Spotify.
Could be Spotify. Yeah.
iHeartRadio.
Amazon. You know,
You
wherever
name
you're
it, we're
listening,
there.
We want to
We go
know.
with you.
That's right. That's right. Well, once again, thank you both for being on the show. And
Bye-bye now.
Thanks for listening. The information provided in this podcast by Lake Michigan Credit Union is general education or marketing in nature and is not intended to be accounting, legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Statements of individuals are their own, not LMCU's. All topics discussed are information of a general nature and do not address the circumstances of any particular individual or entity. Consult an appropriate professional concerning your specific situation. As of the date of publishing and any future date this podcast is broadcast, all rates, fees, payments, or other specific figures discussed are subject to change and are dependent upon your specific financial situation. All loan products discussed are subject to credit and collateral approval. You alone assume the sole responsibility of evaluating the merits and risks associated with the use of any information or other content in the podcast before making any decisions based on such information or other content. In exchange for listening to the podcast, you agree not to hold LMCU, its affiliates, or any third-party service providers liable for any possible claim for damages arising from any decision you make based on information or other content made available to you through the podcast. For more information on any of the content discussed in this podcast, please visit lmcu.org. Copyright Lake Michigan Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. LMCU, NMLS ID number 442967.